Yo, what up? It's Will Maker. Today I'm going to go over part 1 of my restoration series. So with that, let's go ahead and dive in. Bad audio is awful. Working on it can be tedious, time-consuming, and most times ending with a bad result. So finding a way to fix it can save a recording or a mix. In this series, I'll be going over techniques and plugins that I use to restore audio, rebalance mixes, and overall what I do to clean up messed up audio files. These techniques can be used to clean up 2 tracks, podcasts, clean up a demo. What I'll be doing is going over a few scenarios I've encountered and what plugins and techniques that I've used to clean things up. Plugin-wise, I usually start with the Acon Digital Restoration Suite. I believe I picked this up when it was on sale. I also use Izotope's RX series and a few Waves plugins. I'll start by showing how easy it is to remove hiss and what difference that makes. This can help your recording sound polished or sound more professional. The nice part about this is these plugins are simple to use, so let's check out the interface. So this is the Acon Digital Noise plugin. What we're going to do is simply find an area of the recording with hiss, click Learn Here in the noise profile. There are some additional options you have here. You have an adaptive section. Instead of the noise profile, broadband looks for hiss without perceivable pitch. And if you're looking for something that's more tonal, you're going to be using combined. The adaptation time is recommended at default 1 for vocals. Other than a vocal, you can try something slower down here. You have your general settings over here, and you have reduction, which will allow you to increase or decrease the noise that's being estimated. You also have knee, attenuation, reaction time, mid-side knobs as well. As I mentioned earlier, even with all these bells and whistles, the majority of the time, I just use the learn function and it works to my liking. You can also try something like the Waves NS1. So here's what denoise can do.
Analyze it in the conscious to work through the challenges that sometimes.
So as you can hear, this is a really bad recording. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to address the hiss. So what I'm going to do is highlight a section with just the noise floor, bring up the noise, and all I'm going to do is click Learn. Now I'm just going to turn it on. And there you go. Nice and simple. Now I'm just going to add some processing with some EQ and compression, and this is what we're sounding like now.
Analyze it in the conscious to work through the challenges that sometimes we kind of know.
So as you can see, I still have an issue. I have no high end in this vocal. So to address this best as I can, I'll be using the Waves Aphex Vintage Exciter, Fresh Air, and Saturn. So the exciter is going to help me add some harmonics above 8K since the recording failed to capture any. So here's before and after.
Analyze it in the conscious to work through the challenges that.
Now we'll turn on the exciter.
Analyze it in the conscious to work through the challenges that.
I'll show you what features this has real quick, and what this is actually doing is creating a controlled second harmonic distortion on your track. Over here, you have your mix 1 and mix 2, which you can insert directly on your track. The AX setting is designed to set up as a send and return. You can also have your monitor up here reflect either your input, output, or auxiliary level. Over here, you can add noise if you want to reflect more of a tape fill. And the AX mix controls the amount you want to add to the original signal. Next, I'll be adding Fresh Air, which I believe is based upon another exciter of sorts. And here it is with Fresh Air added.
Analyze it in the conscious to work through the challenges that.
So before.
Analyze it in the conscious.
And after.
Analyze it in the conscious to.
Next, I'll be adding Saturn 2. Which I'm just going to be adding some information above 8K. And here it is with.
Analyze it in the conscious to work through the challenges that.
So here's before any of the saturation and exciter.
Analyze it in the conscious to.
And here we are with.
Analyze it in the conscious to work through.
Don't forget when adding top end, you'll need to control the sibilance, and you can manually do this by automation or gain, or you can add a de-esser. Next, I'll be addressing the reverb, which wasn't too bad, but I thought I'd get rid of it. Depending on the scenario, you may want to remove all of it or just tame it. You can also use something like Waves Clarity VX for this one. I have not tried the pro version, so I'm not sure how much better it works, but the regular version does what I need it to. So you have 3 different controls. You have 3 different styles that you can choose from here. You also have a presence knob, which you can use to brighten the sound. Remember, when something is brighter, it tends to be more present and in your face. If you roll off the high end, then it sits further back in the mix. So here's a listen before and after.
Analyze it in the conscious to work through the challenges that analyze it in the conscious to work through the challenges that sometimes
So here's the presence knob. So this will be in your face
analyze it in the conscious to work
and
through
sit back.
the challenges that sometimes we kind of know it's there.
Lastly, I did add a little bit of ozone so I could use the exciter and their stabilizer. So here it is with and without.
Analyze it in the conscious to work through the challenges that analyze it in the conscious to work through the challenges that
And lastly, here's what it sounded like before
analyze it in the conscious to work through the challenges that sometimes we
and after.
analyze it in the conscious to work through the challenges that sometimes we
So hopefully this was all helpful. This is the first part of my restoration series. If you like content like this, please feel free and like and subscribe. Other than that, peace out.